your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know
the pool house is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, everyone. MME is back. We're back intact, hopefully. I got Brian here. I got Zod Rider burning up that couch. Aaron World Order. We're going to have a great MME.
Burning up the couch. You got it, man.
No, I shouldn't. Never mind. Yeah. We're here to talk about.
Well, it's red. It's red. So
yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Fire.
We're talking about some movie talk. I am dead. This isn't just clickbait. I'm dead serious. The way you could most accurately speculate. Oh, I got to get to the members first.
I resemble that Saggy.
Okay.
Saggy.
We'll get to you, Saggy. We'll get to you. No. Here we go. Rhea, Taylor M, Relapse, Aaron, World Order, Elmo, Obi-Wan, AG, Zeno Q, Robbie's B's Diary, Austin Leanne, Lucky Day, Carl Claus, The Geek Getaway, Resident Justice, Prime Master of None, Josh, Order of Revan. And then we have Zeverfet, Cast Graphics, Rel. Whoa, I put Rel Graphics. What the hell? Did you see that? I didn't even realize that. Rel McMillan.
Yeah, you did.
I changed your name,
Rel
Rel.
McMillan.
Whoops. Well, I have to do some updates to the members. Things anyway. Yeah. Ryan, BVS fan forever. Cinematics. Punk Nova Trace, the Retro Bro, Blinded Braille, Luz Cox, Roosevelt Cavazos, the CJH, H Barts 100, Chubby Teddy Monster Productions, The World According to Lonzo, Little Movie, Perp Will Walls, Bradley, Dat Dude Vince, Zod Rider, The Grey Council, Ramblin' Man, The Glimmering Harpy, and Saggy Melons.
Wait,
Okay.
Tommy did re-up his membership?
No, there's a few people that didn't. Oh well, I'm moving on. I'm not gonna member shame anyone. People, it's the holidays.
Member shame.
Yeah,
Is that actually a word? Member shame.
I made it up. I'm not. That's not a cool.
Shame?
That's not a cool thing to do. Is say, oh, this person's don't. No, I don't want to do that. No,
I'm just so messy.
you're all welcome, regardless of your members.
Yeah, I
or
was
not.
just
Wait, regardless of your members. Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But Brian is going to help me with I did get the funds from last month of YouTube, so hopefully after the show I'll do another private StreamYard link and you can see me donate. So your funds get to the right place. It is more complicated to donate than I thought though. But not to actually donate, but tax purposes. I got some stuff on that. I can't even claim the taxes on it. I can't because it's weird. It's weird. But still, it's going to donate. And then early January, the members giveaway.
You can't go wrong. And I did ask Rhea if she got one of those purple Evercades, and she said she did not.
Okay.
So just so you know.
All right. RJ's already starting shit right away.
Yeah.
What's up, RJ?
RJ, get on the stream.
Get on.
Oh no, he said he was gonna bring the smoke, dude. He said you can't handle the smoke.
Well, here. Michael Keaton coming back into Batgirl tells me that Affleck is done. In your opinion, because yes, it's not a great sign, but you have to realize if Ben Affleck does come back at all after Flash, he's already coming back for Flash. Of one thing, he wants to do what he wants to do and be done. So even though Warner Brothers potentially might want him to come back for a project that's not Snyder related, he may only want to come back and do that. You know, he doesn't want to go back and be Batman forever. That's Val Kilmer. He doesn't want to be Batman forever.
Not.
So, just because he doesn't do one project, does that mean there's not other discussions? No, it does not. And everyone needs to chill out and realize no one knows 100%. No one knows 100%. You don't know.
Well, I'm just saying,
a lot of these facts.
I know 100%.
Listen, Brian, before you start, Ann Cernoff's comments were before we found out there was going to be a merger. And there are also comments.
But she knew about the merger. But those comments were made. She definitely knew about the merger.
There are also comments from failed executives that are generating the merger too. So everything is up in the air. No one knows 100% either way.
Well, just finish reading the sentence that the universe is being reset to allow him to exit gracefully. I ask you.
You don't know that until you see the Flash.
I'm just asking you a question, man.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm not saying the Snyderverse is over, get over it, weirdo, nothing, okay? What I'm saying is, if they kill Ben Affleck off.
We don't know that yet.
But they do it in the right way.
Yeah.
Would you be okay with that?
Listen,
that's what I'm asking.
I'm not going to hate on things just because it's not my expectations. I will have to wait.
If they gave them a good tip of the cap on the way out, would you be okay?
It depends on the execution, and then listen, we all don't know what he wants to do. We don't.
No,
I know there's articles that come out that says I don't want to be in franchise films anymore. But you also have to understand that the trending thing for these studios to do is to keep more secrets. Look at Spider-Man No Way Home. If there is a path forward, part of it is going to be the will they, won't they, that generates a lot of buzz from Spider-Man. This is the template. They are chasing Marvel. So this really worked when people still, till the weeks came out, is Andrew Garfield, is Toby, and spoilers, everyone should know by now, is Tobey Maguire in it? That is the new template to get billion-dollar box office.
And lo and behold,
won't they? Is he going to be Batman? Isn't he going to be Batman?
And lo and behold, right now they're talking about other Spider-Man movie offshoots. They're talking about a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4 and an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man 3. So anything is possible.
Really, it's all about the money. That's all. I mean, the easiest way to speculate is never say never. It's all about the money.
Well, the fans are talking about that, not the music, not the.
The executives are talking about it. Believe that they are.
I feel like that they are talking about Spider-Man because that would just.
I don't think you're talking about Tobey Maguire. I think they're talking about Amazing Spider-Man for Andrew Garfield. Him.
Any intelligent person, executive that's in charge of these franchises, IP, is saying, what can we do to bring, give fan service and do something similar to No Way Home? Everyone's scrambling to be the next No Way Home. They're probably more than likely going to go back and add stuff to the Flash, even more stuff, potentially. I mean, I would not be surprised if they do reshoots and add more cameos and more fan service.
They
don't know.
But see, the thing is I don't trust the people in charge to make the right decisions. And
if it's for money, yes.
Yeah, but see, the thing is there's other things that they could have done that could have gotten more money. They could have snatched the hype from March and gave the fans something regardless to chew on, at least. Regardless, other than just yank it out of their mouths.
Regardless of how you
hashtag the air cut. Yeah.
Regardless of how you feel about WB, which side of the argument you're on, you know one thing executives do is follow trends of money. So they're gonna examine this, like, what can we do to capture that and try to chase that? And
I would
go for the model.
Say TASM 3 would be a shot in the arm for anybody who wants a Snyderverse, because that would show the leadership that there is marketability in that, and there is nostalgia for movies that happened almost 10 years ago. So
I think that's more likely.
Well, I mean, RJ, you say you're not directing these things at me, but I feel there's an opportunity to go forward. It's the end of the DCU. It's the end of the Snyderverse. You're assuming everything about the context of.
I don't want three Batmans. I don't want three Batmans from one property. I don't want a Keaton, Affleck, or even Robert Pattinson.
People are forgetting something very important right now, Max. They're forgetting that these articles about Michael Keaton becoming the Batman of the DCEU existed long before this. There were articles a long time ago talking about Keaton was going to take over. They did this now because of the article that came out about Michael Shannon coming back as General Zod in The Flash. That's what all this is. All this is all smoke and mirrors and all trying to stir up the pot again about, we're going to have 70-year-old Michael Keaton be the Batman moving forward. No.
This is what I mean with RJ talking down to me a little bit. Like, get your hands out of the sand. Why did he say no to an HBO Max show and supporting role in the Batgirl movie? Potentially. You don't know what content. If he does want to continue, you don't know what he wants to do. I'm under the impression that WB wants him to do anything but go back to the Zack Snyderverse. He might be holding out for potentially Zack. You don't know. You don't know what's in these people's minds. He doesn't want to just. He doesn't want to just. This actually gives more proof and credence that there are possibilities because they wanted him for the back row and he potentially said no. So they are examining opportunities to bring these characters back. So it actually gives proof that there is something happening. There are discussions. But he's not just going to come back for anything. I do agree with that. Like, even for The Flash, I hope at least he read the Flash script. He's like, okay, I want to do this. He doesn't want to come back for every situation.
Well, remember, he made changes. He made changes to the Flash script. That's what a lot of people are forgetting. Ben Affleck made changes.
I don't know about that.
To the script. There was an article about Ben Affleck having some creative control over how they use his character. That was one of the conditions for him coming back to do that movie. And as you know, he's been saying a lot of praise about how the shoot for the Flash movie went. A lot of people forget all these little details and are latching on to something that is just
I don't know
conjecture.
why. Like, I love Just George, but he says nothing the last several months outside of the merger has told me it will to continue. And there's nothing that's going to be told to you, a general person in the audience or consumer that's going to tell you that. You don't know. You don't know.
Okay, here's the problem though. How long is it going to be if you hear silence on the other end?
It's not even been a year since the Snyder Cut came out.
7 months is a long time, and
if to change course, 7 months is not a long time.
Dude, I'm just telling you.
MCU, the Marvel, they're already talking about Spider-Man 4 for MCU.
They haven't plotted out.
Yeah, they haven't plotted out.
That's what scares me about the whole situation, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Brian's right.
If they go forward, it's not something that you could just flip a switch on. You have to change direction and combine the two passes.
Well, that's
the
thing. They already have changed directions. That's why we have the Batman. It's like.
That's
isolated. That's isolated.
But that's the Batman they're going to mostly focus on.
That's the direction they plan on going. They're doing more isolated, director-driven films.
But the key about the Batman and the stuff about the Batman too is they've been going out of their way to let everybody know that the Batman is going to be separate. It's going to be its own thing. So it's not even in the conversation as far as what's going to be the future of the DCEU or anything. It's its own separate entity altogether.
It's going to be a major misfire with the general public because
Mad Max,
Marvel has gotten people, especially with the comic book movies, they've gotten people used to that connected, long, drawn-out story. That's going to mess it up, dude. I just
okay. Well, I mean, I think you can have multiple. No. You can have multiple Batman. You can have multiple franchises. That's why they're talking about, Amazing Spider-Man 3 and Spider-Man 4 actually happening now because they realize you can have this Spider-Man No Way Home. What this movie has proven to everybody and to all the comic book movie makers at this moment is it's possible to have various versions of the same character existing at the same time and allowing them to be successful. That's what this is proving. People want more of Tobey Maguire. They want more of Andrew Garfield. They want more of Ben Affleck. They want more of Michael Keaton.
Jeffrey.
This is what the multiverse concept for both studios. This is how it could work out positively for everyone.
RJ, listen, I feel bad. Jeffrey Miller always like, can we move on from Snyder? We will, Jeffrey. We will, Jeffrey. But no, WB has been chasing the Marvel model. I mean, that's why they hired James Gunn.
That's why The Flash is a multiverse movie.
I'm not saying anything bad about James Gunn. I'm just saying they look at the money. That's what they want. They can't get past the money. All right. So all the idea here was that never say never. No one knows, and money talks. We didn't think that Harrison Ford was ever going to come back again as Han Solo. And then what did he do? He appeared in The Rise of Skywalker too, besides Force Awakens. And then there's talks of him potentially being something in the Boba Fett series. We don't know. You just don't know. There's so much. That. Listen, fan service could be a dirty word, but it's what makes money. And part of it is, if you do this, you're not necessarily going to get an announcement if something goes forward, because they want to replicate the will they, won't they, and the constant talk. What generates the most talk on the internet? Are they going to be in it? Is it going to come? Is it not? I've heard he's not going to be in it. You're all the buzz machine, whether you realize it or not, on either side. And I was going to do a real talk about Mikey Sutton and sources too. The real deal is that no one can be 100%, and that these people, these sources, there's a reason they reach out to influencers on the internet. They are involved in the studios, and they want their project to go forward ahead of someone else's project. So they feed it to people to see if it gets buzz, to get people talking. And part of the reason there's so much chaos in the WB is because they can't even announce a 5-year plan, let alone, accomplish it. So they are always scrambling to see what they could do to make money and generate buzz. That's all this is. It's a buzz game. They feed stuff to people. That's why Mikey's not always right, because there probably are talks. There's talks from multiple scoopers about Ben Affleck's series. And now we found out that, Michael Keaton's going to Batgirl. Does that mean there was never talks? No, that just means there were talks. They fed it to their sources. They talked about it. Ultimately, he may have declined. We don't know the full reason. And let's not create this conspiracy theory as to why he won't do it. You are not this man. He might as well stop acting the way you guys talk about him. Not you specifically, Brian, but some of my friends. This was a horrible situation for Ben. Yeah, his whole life was horrible at that time. You don't know what he wants to do. Don't speak for someone else. There's all of these conspiracy theories as to why something won't happen. Well, look how they treat him. Yeah. This stuff happens.
I just don't want to get my hopes up.
No, I understand that.
That's my
Keep your expectations in check all the time. That doesn't mean but then I love talking about speculation. That's what I love. That's what I enjoy. I honestly think there is also a strong possibility because of this that you will get to see Hugh Jackman MCU one more time. For the first time, actually, because of the positivity coming from No Way Home. And people didn't think that was going to be possible. They didn't think that was going to be possible. And I think
the Hugh Jackman.
Listen, if he doesn't want to do it, I will support him. But this is Hugh Jackman. He loves fan service. He loves the character. If they find a way to honor his movie Logan in the finale there while still doing it, I think they will do it. I think he will do it if it's the right way. I trust in him to make the right decision. But Secret Wars is an opportunity for him to come back for one more time.
I don't want to see him come back as Wolverine. Well, I'm sorry.
I know, but that's think of the Andrew Casale of the Wolverine franchise. I want Hugh back. Well,
Andrew who is that? Who is that guy? Do we know him? The guy that wants Hugh Jackman to be in everything? Is there a guy like that in our circles?
Well, listen.
Where's the Hugh Jackman stands out there?
Yeah, in the past, someone would be saying that about Toby and Andrew a few years ago. Leave Toby and Andrew away. It's not going to happen.
Hugh Jackman wanted to die in Logan.
You don't see
he wanted to end his role. He did that. Well, you know what? If he has a small role in Doctor Strange too, maybe. But I think he was perfectly set on Logan being last time him as Wolverine.
It's over. Ben is not coming back. Okay. Hey, Roosevelt Cavazos. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Roosevelt Cavazos is pretty heated. Okay.
This guy really hates everything.
Okay. Cyrus has disappointed me that I'm not wearing my gloves. The outfit is not complete. Please don't break my suspension of disbelief. Here you go, Cyrus.
Oh yeah, you definitely need the power gloves. Those are awesome.
Yeah, you can't rain.
I have a tie and Matrix. Oh my God, the Matrix.
Oh my God. I was hoping you would bring that movie up.
I couldn't even do a review. I was so disappointed.
Your heart's broken, huh?
Hour one.
Oh, why are you laughing, Ryan? Why are you laughing?
Because you were hyped up for that movie, man.
You were so hyped up for that movie. Oh my God.
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
Sorry.
Max, your heart's broken. The movie broke your heart.
Yeah. Actually, I like the beginning of it.
Hour one, Max, was great. I like
the first part of it. They were going for something different. They were breaking the fourth wall, being self-referential, doing jokes at the whole situation of even making a sequel, no spoilers. And then there was just no, like, if you don't have cool action or something to do, why even bring back the Matrix? There was no really cool action sequences. I honestly think
they set up.
I think this was done on a budget.
Premise. They set up such a brilliant premise. That movie could have been epic if it would have been done correctly. And I don't know about you, Max, but I thought all of the stuff that happened in the beginning where he was trying to deal with it and he was suffering from PTSD about all the Matrix stuff, I thought that made such a great plot. I thought that the movie was going to go a lot more meta than it actually did. I was like, I love where this is going. I think it's going to be amazing. And I like you. I watched it as soon as it premiered on HBO Max at like 2:00 in the morning, my time. And it was really hard to be like optimistic the longer the movie went. It felt like they just like petered out, like the Wachowski, she ran out of ideas, and it was just like, oh my God,
director,
like I don't know what to do.
Director.
Well, here's my. I'm gonna do a review. But I was so upset with it, I didn't even want to make content.
How was your girl in it? How was your girl Jessica?
She is good. There should be more of her.
She's awesome.
I mean, but her character didn't have much to do.
So maybe she should have done Shang-Chi instead.
Here's the ultimate problem without giving spoilers.
Mods, you got to do something. There's a troll in the.
I'm on it, man, guys.
Yeah.
Relax. Keep talking.
Ryan's got it. Yeah.
Okay. So here's my review of Matrix Resurrections, without actually giving the full review. Full review to come. Lana Wachowski thought of an interesting way to bring it back, to resurrect the franchise, to do a little bit different, a different tone, more humor, and then ultimately, it doesn't have anything to do once it's resurrected. Like, it's resurrected. She found a way to do it. She found out that thing, she found out that problem. And then once it's there, it goes nowhere. And there's no action. The soundtrack is horrible. Not horrible, but there's just nothing there. Part of the thing that RJ is here. Hey, RJ.
Hi.
How's it going?
Doing fine, Mr. FURJ.
FURJ. I only said the F. Yes, I'm tired of you talking down to me.
Like, I'm not talking down to you at all. No.
You and Matt talking down to me like you know better. You don't know. You just don't know what's happening behind the scenes just because there's no official announcements.
No. I've made that very clear. Nobody knows, but I think people need to stop acting like there's no obstacles in front of this, though.
People have to stop acting like there aren't opportunities as well. Same criticism. Be consistent here.
There's not being consistent.
Okay. There's like there's not any opportunity for it to go forward.
No,
based
I
on,
still believe that there's
based on
opportunities, but I
trends.
believe the opportunities are getting slimmer and slimmer as time goes on, though.
Well,
But
you have to
how do you believe that with this merger coming? How do you not think that there's renewed
Well,
optimism?
I think, well, I had a conversation with William, actually kind of opened my eyes a little bit. William's a very smart guy who believes that eventually some kind of resolution for the Snyderverse is coming, but I believe he's correct on this regard. This regime coming in is going to have to spend a number of years cleaning up after the mistakes of what came before. That's a lot of time and resources they're going to have to go into fixing the issues that were created, right?
Yeah, that's
So
why
a
an
lot of time
announcement
and
is not
resources.
imminent. That's
No,
why
it's
an
not
announcement-
imminent.
Yeah.
But the problem is if it takes a number of years to fix and course correct, that's a lot of years and times wasted. And there's, again, narrows that margin of opportunity.
You,
By the
you
time
don't know
comes,
that
the comic book movie fad might be over.
Not even
don't-
that, but the actors are getting older. Some actors are losing interest in the project.
Look at Michael Keaton coming back. Look at Tobey Maguire coming back. You don't know. This is the trends that
But Toby
follow
seemingly is like
trends
a
of-
one-off.
Yeah, Toby's more of a one-off. Yeah, I agree there.
You don't.
What do you
know
mean?
the
They're
future.
talking about Toby coming back for Spider-Man 4. That's not.
I don't think it's
that's
Sure,
not a
sure,
one-off.
people talk about things doesn't mean it's going to happen. I think it's more likely he pops up another cameo down the road,
I
but
think-
he's not coming back permanently.
I think Amazing Spider-Man 3 is most likely to happen.
Yeah.
Listen, there's lots of opportunities to make money, and that's money.
Well, the
and
thing is
trends.
too, though. The thing is too is like you're talking
Money.
about No Way Home's box office, and I get
These
that.
examples that we have are literally staring us in the face. These answers are like contradicting everything you're saying, because again, the fact that they were able to get Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to come back, the fact that Michael Keaton is coming back after all these years, all of those are examples of anything being possible. All of those are examples.
And listen,
of
there
people
was
having hope.
baggage.
It makes sense.
Sure,
There
anything's
was
possible
baggage
if both
after
parties are
Andrew-
interested, though.
There was another example. Andrew Garfield. The reason he didn't get 3 is he insulted Sony's president. Do you know that?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So there's also
he insulted the president, and he didn't show up when he was
there-
sick. Yeah, I know.
So there's also a precedent there. You just don't know. When there's money to be made, when it trends, you just don't know. You don't know. That's all I'm saying. No one knows. Also, you're going by the word is a fact based on executives that have failed that created the merger to begin with. Does that mean that they're definitely going to get fired? I don't know.
No,
I have no idea.
If
It
Max,
doesn't mean anything to me, but I'm just
Max.
saying, you're saying that we have to stick to the word of executives that have.
I'm not saying stick to- I'm
caused the
saying,
merger.
Max, I
I'm
have a
saying
question
what
for
is-
you. What's going to happen to Hamada and Emmerich and all those guys if Black Adam makes a good chunk of the box office? If I don't think Flash,
That'll help them.
but
That'll help them, yeah.
If an Aquaman, they're gonna
Yeah,
keep
if
them on.
Aquaman, that's right. If Aquaman and Black Adam are $billion movies, and
I mean,
they're gonna
Batman
say,
will
hey,
keep them on too.
and the Flash, if that's $1, $2, $3 $1 billion, I don't think Hamada's going anywhere.
I don't know if Batman.
But
can
we'll
be
have to
villain,
wait.
but-
We'll have to wait and see. They might be
Should,
waiting. They listen. A lot of decisions are made after opening weekend box office and trends. So
well,
we're
that's the thing I brought up earlier.
we're
Though.
not-
We're talking about Warner Brothers chasing the Marvel train, but that's exactly what got them in trouble in the first place. So
That's
why?
true.
No,
is
you don't.
That's a
But
good thing.
I agree with you. But you don't think they're still doing that? That's the other question, though. You don't think they're still doing that?
The fact that they're making this Flash movie is proof that they're still doing that.
But they talked about like Flashpoint stuff like that for years. The Flash movie.
Well, that's what I'm saying though too. Like Batgirl and Flash, they've already been in the can or planned out months, like years ago, before No Way Home was even a reality.
Before Marvel got into that, before Marvel.
And that's not to say things can't change in reshoots. Of course, that possibility always exists. My point is the margin for opportunity is shrinking. Like that's just the way it looks.
Roosevelt Cavazos, I appreciate your opinion, but you don't know that for sure either. You don't know. We don't know what they're going to do. We don't know. We're not Zaslav. None of us should be Zaslav. We don't know. Listen, if you want to see how real I am about I said if the Snyderverse was announced that it was going to continue before the merger, that it's still an uncertainty. I said if they would announce that we're going to continue and then they announce the merger, then it's still up in the air. That's what I said.
Well, that's a good point too by Degrassi.
While the merger was happening, while they were announcing the merger, I said even if they announced Snyderverse continuing, I would be uncertain.
What happens if this merger gets delayed though because of legalities, which they were talking. I don't think it will be, but that is a possibility.
We still don't know. Listen.
I'm asking if it gets delayed because of legalities and they can't do it, or it gets pushed off.
There is a need. What I do know is what I do look for my speculation is opportunities for money and trends. There's opportunities to bring back your back cast to make money, and there's also a need for a big event and a big villain like Darkseid, and that's all I keep coming back to. Look in the
for HBO Max, but not theatrically.
How do you know that?
Because theatrically, they clearly have plans that they're already going through right now.
You keep saying these things. Oh yeah, theatrical. That's also up there. You know why there's so many different stories about Batgirl, whether it's theatrical or streaming? This is exactly the problem at WB. They don't know what they're doing. They change day to day. Things change day to day, and they keep trying to make something pop. When you're in this industry and you're in marketing, you try to come up with a plan that's going to make your investors money. They don't know it.
Well, here's the thing I've been noticing too. They clearly have a plan, but the plan is not something that a lot of fans are on board with. There is a plan they have. Yeah, it's clear in the pudding
until you'll see the Flash in movie theaters.
I'm not talking about the Flash. I'm talking about what they're doing with Batman, what they're doing with Black Adam, seeing with the Suicide Squad connection, Shazam 2 with Wonder Woman. Now.
Aquaman in Wonder Woman 3 as well. I mean, look, they're trying to connect it. They're trying to pull the interconnectivity card, but I mean, let's be fair. They're moving out of the cul-de-sac. I mean, that's just where it's going. You
don't know for sure.
Dude, look at their lineup in the next couple of years. All I'm saying is like they're playing in the sandbox, but they're still moving to a new neighborhood. They're still doing all that. Like it's fine. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, everything is going to be fine. We're gonna get a cool Batman with like 70-year-old Michael Keaton. All right. You know what? They're probably gonna do the Batman Beyond storyline, but it's gonna be with Terry with Batgirl, as Grace Randolph predicted of all things.
Yeah, and she looks like she actually
could be right. Grace Randolph,
which is crazy.
She doesn't. She probably never watched Batman Beyond.
Brian is like, I've tuned out.
No, I typed in the chat. God damn it! I am so tired of talking about stuff that nobody knows.
Right.
You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. It's like
right.
Wait, but
and then the fact that so many people, and the fact that people are so people are so 100% sure about what they think they know, and that's part of the problem.
No, it's exhausting. It's half the reason why I haven't been on lately. I'm just tired of it, man.
I'm only here to talk about what we know.
I'm here to talk about Spider-Man making $1 billion before the new year.
Yeah,
it probably will. I mean, just like Aquaman did the 3 years ago.
Christmas weekend is coming up, dude. It's gonna make.
No, it's not. Places are going on lockdown.
So it's already.
No, Omicron is treatable.
Unicron.
Than the Delta variant.
So I don't
see lockdowns happening.
Right.
I don't see lockdowns.
You know, one thing that you don't see is with
not in the U.S.
now. You don't see anybody that has the Delta anymore. It's kind of like, well, that's the Omicron is like the new pink. Orange is the new pink. So that's.
It's because people are out. There's a lot of immunity out there.
If anybody has seen Josie and the Pussycats, you know what I'm talking about.
Well, I will tell you is I am a very precautious person because of my family. I've gone to the theater 3 times so far, and I've had no issues.
Man, I went to the theater to watch freaking Matrix. I wasted my money.
Oh man, bro!
I wasted my money. Dude,
I feel bad for you.
Spoilers.
The first half of the movie. I won't spoil it. I won't spoil anything. But I was so intrigued with I was like, okay, it was a good setup. I was like, this is a good setup. I like. I thought, okay, maybe they would make the old Matrix like a movie that had happened, but they turned it into something else.
I predicted it. I told you guys it was going to be a game. I told you.
All right. wasn't gonna say that.
Spoilers.
I know. Like you said, spoilers like
I don't
8
care.
times.
You need to make a.
But I mean, it just for me, after they did the exact same thing that they've done in the past, it fell apart after that transition. The movie just kind of like went.
Yeah, I agree. I like that. I thought my review without giving a review without giving spoilers is Lana Wachowski thought of an interesting way to resurrect the franchise.
Yes.
And bring it back in an interesting way, more self-referential, more funny, more humor, and then ultimately it goes nowhere. Like, why did we resurrect it?
Yeah, and the ending was anticlimactic. Doogie Howser was so good in like the first half.
Yes,
he was actually he felt to me like he was a formidable foe.
He was great.
The Smith, Agent Smith, horrible.
Yeah, replacing Hugo Weaving was a mistake.
Let's move on because I don't want to give any more spoilers.
Anyway, and the lizard that came back, that was useless.
Was it really good or really?
I would not pay for it. It's on HBO Max.
Yeah,
go watch it. Go watch HBO Max.
I did watch it. It made me sad. It made me want to stream. I was looking forward to it so much. Jessica Henwick, perfect.
I thought the performance,
but nothing. She didn't have anything to do
Keanu was good. I thought that
none of the new characters had anything.
I have a feeling I'm gonna love it.
Morpheus wasn't even needed.
What's that, Matt?
Oh, I have a feeling I'm gonna love it with how divisive it is. Like, because like half my timeline is praising it, the other half is destroying it, and it's a mixture of different people.
Can we just agree it's divisive?
It's divisive.
Yeah. Oh no, 100% divisive. But like, what I personally am looking forward to is the meta narrative.
Matt. That's probably what you will like about it, which is why the first hour of the film is so good because of that.
Like The Matrix, the original is hands down one of my all-time favorite movies.
The first one is the best one of them all four movies. First one's the best one. It was self-contained, didn't need sequels. They made sequels that kind of felt like they were add-ons, like they were, sort of, what would you call it?
Downloadable content.
Yeah, downloadable content, DLCs. That's it. It really did feel like, and it felt like this one was a reboot because I'm sorry, but I think Ghostbusters Afterlife has been the only movie for me that has really dealt with nostalgia very well.
Yes.
And Star Wars didn't really do it well.
Spider-Man did the same thing.
No, okay, I'm sorry. Okay. I take it back. Then Ghostbusters and Spider-Man have done nostalgia well. This one, it was like, remember this? It's the same as this, and it was kind of like, come on, that you really and like I said, the Agent Smith stuff just really didn't hit for me. I was like, dude, no, he
was so miscast. He was so.
I'm sorry, but yeah.
I actually think he did good. I think him and Morpheus were both interesting, and then they just went nowhere. Like
Morpheus, honestly, Max, just non-spoilers. Yeah, but Morpheus was great. Yahya was great as Morpheus. Great performance. But was the character needed in the movie at all?
Exactly. None of them were.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to try to watch it if I can get done with my stream early enough tonight. I'll try to give it a watch before I go to bed because once I watch it, I'm basically going to cancel my HBO Max. So because I just don't use it. I don't.
That film makes it easy.
Oh, wait, so you're joining the boycott, Matt? You're joining the boycott?
No, it's not a boycott at all. It's like, why spend $15 a month for something I turn on maybe once?
Yeah.
I'm
there with you. I hardly use it.
I mean, it is true. I got on there today and I couldn't find anything on it. I had to go to Amazon Prime.
I mean, in Amazon, I order stuff all the time. Like I bought the Lord of the Rings HD 4K television.
Congratulations on that, by the way. That's an awesome package.
Oh, it was $50, dude. Like that was such a good deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
The extended editions,
props on your
included in that, but the extended editions are the best.
Yeah, this was the extended cut, the 4K edition. It was $150 when the damn thing came out last year. So I'll take it 2/3 off, and it arrived today. I ordered it last night, and it arrived today.
Nice.
So
I wait till after, or like next week.
There was a jingle all the way too,
because that's when they're trying to get rid of shit.
Oh yeah, well that's the thing is even right now they're trying to do the same thing because physical media sales are down due to streaming, and so there's been a lot of 4K discs that have gone on sale. Like I mean,
did you get the Citizen Kane? Did you get the Citizen Kane disc, Jarbo?
No, I did not because there's a problem with the packaging of it that I don't like, and it can potentially scratch the disc. Yeah, well, no, the way that they built the packaging is it could potentially scratch the disc trying to take it out. You have to slide it out. It's a weird thing.
Well, RJ,
I mean, I watch it. Yeah.
Okay, RJ, Matt, and Ryan. What do you think Hugh Jackman will never come back?
I hope not.
I hope not. Zebra you said you hope not. Everyone says they hope not.
I'm sorry, but they should. And we've said this before on stream. Is that I think they should handle him just like they do Batman. We need new blood, a different incarnation. Something new, fresh to sort of like quit clinging to these old fogies. Because I mean, I'm sorry, but Keaton coming back, which is a nifty idea, but like a one and done. Like it'd be neat to have him like come back and do one more thing because he didn't come back for number 3. He stepped away because Burton stepped away and all that, and it was just cool to kind of see him back in the costume again. I don't want to continue seeing Hugh Jackman in that role. I want to see some new blood.
Oh, Secret Wars.
I do too. But there's an opportunity that may not come again, and I think that they'll try to capitalize it based on trends, based on
if they feel like they get into a pickle, if they feel like they get into a situation where like, oh man, you know what, this stuff just really isn't hitting. Can we get Hugh back? Yeah, do like we did with Keaton, do like we did with Harrison Ford. Just throw a bunch of zeros at him. He will.
Right. There's a precedent for it.
Well, let me ask you this then, Max. If Michael Keaton is coming back, then why?
Why is he coming back?
For the money.
Why is he coming back for Batgirl? Why is he continuing to be in the universe still?
I'll have to wait and see for Flash.
They're trying to.
I know they
play on like people like me, my nostalgia, because I grew up with Michael Keaton. I bought it came out in December on VHS in '89, and I played that VHS until it was worn.
Well, I'm just saying, can we at least acknowledge though that the possibility exists that they're bringing in Keaton to fill a void if Affleck did say no and doesn't want to come back?
I didn't say I didn't say no.
I think they're doing that, and I think it's sort of lowballing a little bit because I think that it's like, okay, if you want to see an exciting Batman running around and jumping off rooftops, then go watch Pattinson because he's young and virile. If you want to watch an old Batman just kind of clunk around and build a team like Samuel L. Jackson did. Then we've got, this guy here, which is kind of what they were doing with Ben. Like if you saw Suicide Squad at the end credits, he was building his team, and I think they're going to continue that sort of building his team trend where Batman doesn't really do a lot. He just kind of like sends him out and does shit. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but you're going to put Batman just kind of like, hey, you just stay in the cave. That's boring.
This was a great question from Justin Proper. I have an answer. Maybe we can all answer. Thank you for the support of the show, Justin. One question: why is Fishburne not in the movie? He wasn't asked, and he's probably happy about it right now. Larry is still alive. No reason to recast. Should I just save myself the pain and not see it? You don't necessarily need to see it if you're not. If you're not a fan of the sequels to the original Matrix. I mean, you're not. I'm not going to tell you not to. I'm not going to tell you to do it. It's not like a must see.
I mean,
so that.
Honestly, he like I said
I also think it was budgetary. I think this movie was made on a budget. That's why there's not really a next level special effects.
They couldn't afford Fish Lawrence.
Well, I think this movie came about because of the success of John Wick, and they want to say, what Keanu property can we reinvigorate? Honestly,
Lawrence Fishburne.
I don't think it was because of John Wick, dude. I mean, Warner Brothers has outright been open about how they want to IP mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That too. Yes.
Yeah. But I think that the way they like it is open for more. And I'm not going to go into why or how or whatever, but to answer the viewer's question, which was Justin Proper. he wasn't even needed in the film, the character, and I think that's probably the reason why they didn't go for Lawrence, because they were just like, you know, what we'll do is we'll just sort of reference him, you know, as being the older, you know, gentleman or whatever.
And they did such a great job with that referencing throughout, because all three movies are consistently referenced and even shown throughout this movie.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Minor spoiler there.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
I don't care. I haven't seen it. I don't care. Don't worry. Like,
okay.
I'm not worried.
I care.
I know.
Yeah, shut up, Luke. Nobody cares.
No, it's not. It's mostly just I want to see it because I do love the original trilogy, and I really want to see what they dive into. Just because, I mean, look, I don't know anything about it, and I'm sure I'm probably going to be wrong. My understanding of it is that it has a lot to do with like the meta narrative of like not only itself, but Hollywood and a number of like reboots and reimagining.
I laugh.
Well,
they did try to call some of that stuff out. Yeah.
Then my big thing about it is I'm wondering if we're going to see a Matrix TV series for HBO Max, which I think
would like that.
I think we will.
It could be, but I mean, in this movie, I'm sorry, but okay. So one of the main problems that I had is that I could care less about the new cast, which is the same problem with the sequel trilogy of Star Wars. I could care less about the new cast because they didn't give me a reason to give a shit about the new cast. You know, they were just kind of there. They served their purpose. It's just like, oh, okay, so we need to fill a void. So Dozer, who do we have for a Dozer? Oh, I got a Dozer. Who do we have for, a new Trinity? Oh, here we go. It's like, okay, here's the replacements. Which is another Keanu Reeves movie. So it didn't really mesh well for me. Like I said, I love the concept. What they should have done, and I would talk about this more in a spoiler review, but what they should have done is kept Keanu where he was and just sort of, is this real? Is it not real? And play that narrative through the movie, because it was for me the most intriguing.
Well, Jessica Henwick's character, her coolest action sequences are in the trailer. If you realize that, you still want to see it go on. Yeah.
She should have chosen up Shang-Chi then.
All her cool action sequences are in the trailer. That's it. I mean, there's other action sequences, but they're not great.
I mean, to be honest with you, Keanu didn't really even do much. Right. He had the force push, and he overused that like all the time. I was like, really? That's all you got?
Yeah,
force push.
I mean, that's a big part of the Matrix films is action sequences, great soundtrack,
and the illusions. The spinning around cameras and stuff like that. They did some really cool stuff. Here's the camera tricks.
Here's the difference. It pains me when a movie fails. I don't applaud that. I'm disappointed because I don't think they're going to get another opportunity. I hope they can spin off a series. I just don't know. I don't think this is going to be successful enough, honestly.
Won't be painting rainbows in the sky.
Okay.
Well, like I said, it's the impact value of HBO Max, which is what we need to look at, not so much the box office on this one.
Right, that's true. I mean,
and word of mouth.
But I don't.
It's just so ironic to hear you say that, Matt Jarbo. The statement you just made. There's so much irony in that.
Oh, because of the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
He said it's successful. He said it's successful. Okay, let's get the H-Bart super chat here. $10. Thank you, H-Bart. Citizen Kane 4K is also sadly not that much better to the Blu-ray due to the original negative being lost in a fire, and they had to use a copy of the negative. That's a shame. I'm definitely for film preservation.
That is so sad. That is so sad. But I mean, I do have it, and I'll tell you something. I prefer to watch it on Blu-ray. But the thing, they're doing the fact that they're. Does anybody know if they ever found the original cut of Magnificent Ambersons? Because I heard that was that there was a search underway for that film.
Oh, Justin. Sorry, I don't mean to. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, Zav. What was your question?
No, has anybody heard about them doing a search for Orson Welles' original cut of Magnificent Ambersons?
I don't know.
There was
no idea.
There's allegedly a search going on for that to try and unearth it because it apparently exists.
I think Unicron ate it.
Could very well, that could very well be the case. Unicron,
Justin Proper.
Autobots transform.
Why would you make me read this, Justin? Does Keanu's character come out? No, but if it did, I mean, there's a lot of being plugged into a matrix and being actually who you really are. There's a lot of things they could have done with, which would be fine if that's the way the director wanted to go. But no, I don't believe so. At least I don't think. I don't want to rewatch it though. I don't want to rewatch it.
Yeah, it doesn't have that rewatchability for me.
Yeah.
Like maybe the first half of the film again, like, oh hey, that was interesting, but man, I'll turn it off before it is not one that I would purchase.
Okay. RJ, did you see it?
See what?
Matrix Resurrections.
I've never watched a single Matrix movie, so no.
Oh. Man.
Well,
I'm gonna marathon all of them and watch them. So
yeah, don't start with this one. No.
No, I figured you couldn't. So
no, for sure not.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta do the homework first before I get to that movie. So
okay.
Sort of Howard Duck universe.
What now that all of us have seen Spider-Man No Way Home, so let's talk a little bit about Spider-Man for Jeffrey. He keeps asking about Spider-Man. Of course, it's going to get to $1 billion.
Actually, did you see the articles coming out tonight?
No.
There are some articles in Variety, The Hollywood Reporter, and I believe Deadline, although I could be wrong. I think it was just Variety and The Hollywood Reporter. They're actually saying that there's a chance Spider-Man will be added to the Best Picture nomination at this year's Oscars.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. That's a big accomplishment because the comic book movies always get shelved, man, from this.
Which I was kind of surprised by because I'm like, is this legit? And then I was reading through the articles and they actually do say there is a chance that they are.
There's not that many films out there to really.
It's not going to win. I don't think
it's not going to win. No, of course not. But
they should have actually kept. They should have actually kept that category Best Popular Movie. I think they should have kept it.
Well, that's Spider-Man, obviously, but like
because then you could justify stuff like Spider-Man. I don't see.
You
even though I love
bitching about that, you have other directors more bitching about that.
Of course they are. Everyone bitches about everything.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if they kept it in, there would be a reason to say that No Way Home could win a movie.
I don't really pay attention to awards anyway.
I'm in the same boat. I don't care.
And that's why they want to do it.
Yeah.
It's just all it is a circle jerk and
well, that's the thing.
They go get lit and smoke some.
Behind
the curtain.
If they were smart, because right now
I had an award show.
Oh, you do have an award show. That is correct. Yeah. That is correct.
It was about as disastrous as when Anne Hathaway and James Franco hosted the Oscars.
What, my award show?
Oh man.
Okay.
I'm just giving shit.
That's fine. Everyone has. The internet has given me shit.
What is the grand prize?
A hearty kudos.
The props. Yeah, that was about it.
I love kudos. It was a
bad.
great snack. And it was. I wish they would resurrect that.
Yes, the granola snack.
Yes,
kudos. Sir.
Well, now that we've seen, most of us here have seen No Way Home. What do we think that's going to happen in Spider-Man 4? Do you think it's going to go with Black Cat, or is he going to go back to MJ?
What's going to happen is Tom Holland will be phased out, and Michael Keaton will come in to replace him.
Yo! I mean, I'm sorry, but like, props to Michael Keaton, dude. He's getting paid by Disney, Sony, and Warner Brothers. Yo, let's go.
I don't. Maybe Black Cat in the future. But I don't think
I think Black Cat's pretty much a lock, to be honest. I mean,
eventually,
I thought Black Cat was going to be Sony.
They're teasing that.
No, actually, no. That movie actually got canceled.
I think there's a chance if they're not doing Amazing Spider-Man. Well, Grant is dead in Amazing Spider-Man universe. I think they might have a Gwen Stacy in MCU.
See, that's the thing, though, right?
That would be interesting. But the problem that I have is with No Way Home. Is that they had an opportunity to make something a lot more like deep and thought provoking. In that when Doctor Strange made it to where nobody remembers Peter, it would have been interesting had Guy Behind the Chair and Michelle Jones, whatever you want to call her now, if they had gotten together to where it's like, oh crap. He can't really rekindle a relationship because they have a relationship going, and that makes it awkward for the next film. Like, how does he navigate that? But they made it to where it's like, nah. He's gonna do is he's gonna win her over again, and then we're back to square one.
Yeah, that's
and what Doctor Strange did and what he did really didn't have that much of a weight in their relationship.
That's a probability right there.
I'll tell you right now, he's gonna kiss her, and then it's all gonna come flooding.
Oh shit! He's gonna pull a Chris Reeve.
Yeah. He's gonna find him. He's just gonna give her the tip, and she's gonna remember everything.
He's gonna shoot his web out of his thing.
Yeah. We'll be like, wait a minute, I learned this from my brother. Hold on.
You gotta remember, Alicia Hardy was teased in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
She never did anything with that.
Yeah. And they also filmed MJ.
They filmed some, they filmed
MJ, yeah.
And
that's what I'm saying.
Left on the cutting room floor.
Well, that's what I'm
Aaron
saying.
Rodgers' his wife.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. Black Cat's a character that's never been done in live action. Yes, so that's something the MCU can do. It's like, well, we've never done this character before.
Well,
Here you go.
If they go back to Michelle Jones for the next part of the 3 trilogy, people are going to get tired of her.
Because I'm going to see her in Dune anyway. So.
Well, the thing is, you have to have a slow burn, right? Because Mary Jane Watson is Spider-Man's final true love interest, so you have to wait a little bit. You have to build that character back up. So I think the next time you see her, it might be in the second or fourth
you're right.
trilogy, and she'll probably be vastly
different.
It'd
be nice if they phased her out and then brought her back. I would enjoy that.
If they're going to do a Gwen Stacy, they're not going to have her get killed off again. They're not going to do that.
I don't think they're going to do Gwen Stacy. I truly think they're going to do Black Cat for a couple movies, then bring MJ back.
Yeah, I want to see Black Cat. That's what my pick. Jeremy Gell, $10. I appreciate the support, man. I'm waiting to get the Shaw Brothers Collection Volume 1 from Arrow. It has 5 Fingers of Death, 5 Deadly Venoms, and Tomorrow Is No Time to Die 4K Steelbook.
I don't think Black Cat's. I think Black Cat's just one.
Did you guys see the No Way Home 4K Steelbook?
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
Let me pull that up. Hold on.
Listen, Jeremy and RJ and Matt, I have an addiction. You guys know I can't look at Steelbooks or I'll want to pre-order them. Listen, Jeremy.
Well, y'all
I'm happy. You can't give me crap. I don't buy Steelbooks. I just buy the 4K.
Well, talking about Blu-rays in general, I have problems.
You're triggering him, guys.
Yes, you are triggering.
He's about to relapse.
Oh my god, that Shaw Brothers collection. I'm looking forward to that as well. That's going to be amazing.
Oh wow,
that's the
nice.
Damn you, RJ! Damn you!
So I mean, but I'm sorry, but right here is the crux of this film and why it was successful, because you have 2 villains that are fantastic. And then, of course, Jamie Foxx is there too. And then you have, Spider-Man, who had to rise up to meet, Willem Dafoe and also, Alfred Molina, and their respective roles. They are villains that have gravity, and that's what his villains really lacked. I did like Keaton, but when he was in the suit or whatever, it was like, okay, I'm watching CGI. And it kind of took me out of it. I love the only part I liked about the car scene, though. The car scene. That's the one that everybody loves. I love it too, but I mean, that's the one thing that stands out for everybody. It's not anything else. His other performance, the rest of the performance in the movie. I liked his angle. I liked that he was like a salvager and Vulture, whatever. I thought that was cool. How he sort of is involved in this universe. But I mean, Mysterio wasn't as definitely can't hold a candle to these 3. So yeah, I mean, I think that's the reason. That's the main reason why this movie was successful, is because he actually had real villains that kind of,
I'm not. RJ is doing this to me. RJ is doing this.
Oh yeah, you got to pre-order it. You got to pre-order it. Look at that. I mean,
how much is it? Let's look real quick. It's only
$29.99. Oh, that's a steal. That's a steal.
Man, you should have never taken control of your channel.
I'm pre-ordering this.
Look at Max.
Pre-order it, Max. Oh, I'm sorry.
RJ has Zack Snyder Justice League Steelbook, and I don't. And
I do. I actually have 2 copies of it. I have the Dying Collector set and the Steelbook, and the Steelbook's unopened. So look at it.
So pre-order it, Max. Pre-order right here, right now.
It's only $30.
Is he trying to order it? Is that what's going on here?
Wait, did you say that it's only $30 for that?
$30.
Yeah,
it's only $30.
Oh my god, that's hell yeah, that's a good deal.
I
have problems. So I will be donating the funds from the last month of charity later on. No, I'm not going to buy. You want me to get me canceled? I'll use the charity money to buy Steelbook. Okay, bye everyone. I'm closing. No. Either Brian or RJ is going to help me there. Hopefully, they have a little bit of time after the show. Yeah. Oh, hey, Josh.
Does my mic sound any better? By the way, someone says.
I hope you're not. I hope you're not in the bathroom. I don't.
No, I'm not in the bathroom. Like I'm just like resetting my equipment,
especially when you flush.
So.
Okay. Oh, you were lucky.
No, I came back from a trip, so my equipment's not set up it's set up properly, but I might have not set it up.
Well, that's primary focus when you're in the bathroom. You want to mess with your equipment.
Breaking news: Michael Keaton
is this
replacing
true?
Henry Cavill.
No.
Yeah, Michael Keaton's just taking over every role.
I was thinking, wait, Michael Keaton's gonna be in Superman.
Yeah, come on, man. Bend the ball.
Michael Keaton's gonna be in Superman. What are you talking about?
It's gonna be a. I'll just say Henry Cavill's almost in everything these days. To be honest with you, he's almost in everything.
The Witcher is pretty good. I haven't finished it, but The Witcher season 2 is pretty good so far.
Witcher season 2 is amazing.
I'm not paying attention, man. I got it. Sorry.
I got the bot. I didn't realize.
Sorry, I've been on it for the most part. You caught me sleeping, dude.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All right. I do have some other movie topics. Besides that.
Sure. I had a question though.
Okay.
I'm not trying to start a thing. It's just a question.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm just asking a question. Like, what happens if Ben Affleck dies in this movie?
Well, then
I don't think they would kill him. I think that they, if anything,
I already asked them that question.
Erase him.
Well, that's my thing though. Like, erase, kill off.
Well, I think what they're doing is they're going to create a new timeline going forward. Like it's going to be an amalgamation of different, characters, people, whatever, different versions. They're going to bring the Wonder Woman 84, version of Gal and the Justice League version of Ezra. And I think they're in, and then, Sasha's probably going to replace Henry. I think they're going to just make this new team or Justice League or whatever going forward, and it's going to be they're going to cherry pick the different personalities that these people have and just merge it into one cohesive
like the CW verse,
Well, that's the funny thing though, because I remember at Fandom there's been this giant. I don't know if I call it a conspiracy theory or just a theory in general that they want to do a crisis event on DC films, like some kind of crisis thing. Jim Lee was talking about crisis.
Is that their shit's all fucked.
I agree. That's the true crisis.
I mean, I'm sorry. They're over there fumbling their fingers and picking up the pieces and falling all over each other while Marvel's just laughing. They're like, you wanted. That's why they made fun of him with Flashpoint.
Flashpoint. Yes.
Yeah, I was like, dude, they made fun of him. And
Flash Thompson.
Not only did they make a better movie that sort of brought a multiverse into play, but they did it quickly. They did it efficiently. And then they had enough time left over, they didn't have to go to overtime. They had enough time left over to fucking put that joke in there just to say, you know what? You guys are morons.
Justin Proper, thank you for the support of the channel. Why not? I thought it was all leading up to WTF. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
What the freak?
I know,
he's talking about the trans thing.
I think he's talking about Keanu.
You mean? I think they could have done it. I know there was going to get a certain reaction from certain people. I think they could have done it.
He was not a transformer.
No.
Good save, Ryan. I mean, honestly, if there's any movie that would justify doing that, it's kind of this movie.
We're not killing
you're different than you are. You actually are in the world as what you're represented as. There was a route to do it.
I mean, they kind of did that anyway when the first one, where they were like, here's, you when you're in the Matrix, you sort of self-realize, what you should look like,
And let's be real, a lot of
tight leather.
A lot of these hot ladies that people simp for on Twitter are not actually ladies. I'm serious, and I'm not doing anything there. I'm just saying
that's a fact.
There is. I'm not throwing shade at anyone. I'm just saying there's a strong correlation to what you appear online or the Matrix of what you are in real life. there would be an absolute way to do it if they wanted to. And I'm not saying, I'm just saying there's all kinds of opportunities to do that. They didn't do that. It wasn't overly woke more than it was before. I mean, Trinity, the first scene of the original Matrix, Trinity's kicking ass. The first scene, you know, Neo wasn't kicking ass in the beginning of the Matrix. Trinity was, you know, there was a route to go that direction. I agree, but I think it would have created more backlash than ever if they did that, honestly. Yeah, I think they could have done that. Even from the whole life experience of Lana Wachowski. I'm sorry, she has every right to put that in her own film if she wants. I don't know.
Good director.
She has talent. There's still something missing. Like,
I mean,
maybe they had a real
standing.
Maybe they had a great person that was working on them for their first set of films, the Wachowskis, like for the action that's no longer working with them, would be my guess, that we're not getting that to tie it all together. There's something missing. There's some dynamic that's missing. You know, that's my point of view. Okay, so I had... Okay, thanks, Justin. You're trying to get me... I'm not even highlighting that last one, Justin.
Yeah, the Karate Kid stuff, the Jackie Chan stuff.
Jokes are funny, Justin. Yes, but you're... I'm not going to highlight that.
Well, I mean, all things considered, just because they haven't...
They still have balls, right?
They haven't gone through the sexual reassignment surgery. So.
Yeah, no, they didn't get reprocessed.
Oh, I don't know.
They didn't go to the meat grinder.
I have no idea. I thought Lana did, honestly. I had no idea. Okay.
Keep him in a jar.
Anyway, Jackie Chan cameo would work in the Cobra Kai, but a Hilary Swank cameo might.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm up.
Of course
for it.
I heard about
Why
this.
not? Why not?
Because I don't think it was Jackie Chan's that movie with Jada Smith. Was that canon to the Karate Kid actual universe?
No, it's a reboot. It's a different universe.
So why would it make sense here?
Because she's the last one that worked with.
Well, Jackie Chan wouldn't make sense. Yeah. So he's right. Hilary Swank.
Who says Jackie Chan can't exist?
Because his version wasn't in the same universe or whatever.
Oh right, no, I forgot all about.
Where Jada Smith,
crazy kid.
Yeah,
poor kid.
That wasn't a bad movie, by the way. It had the wrong title though, because he's not learning karate. He's learning kung fu. He's the kung fu kid, not the karate kid.
Karate.
I mean, Hilary Swank could work, but not Jackie Chan because, as I said.
Hans wants to say, can we talk about how Justice League is one of the dumbest thing DC fandom says, all because they're crying over stupid ass shit? Justice League is widely accepted even beyond Snyder Bros. That's not just a Snyder Bros situation, Hans. Everyone says Justice League.
Yeah,
it may be started with Snyder fans. But even people that are like don't really like Snyder, restore the Snyder.
Well, I think you understand. I understand what he's saying though, because it's meant to be a derogatory, insulting term, right?
I mean,
that's
yes, and rightfully so.
Beyond,
I mean, it's an inferior fucking movie.
Beyond the bubble.
Even if the Snyder Cut was never made.
Oh yeah,
still a fucking hot.
Jada Smith was not a good actor. Okay? Even he was a kid, he was never
Beyond the bubble of the Snyder Cut fandom, even people that don't like going forward with Zack Snyder's universe, they still admit mostly that Zack Snyder's Justice League is a better film than Justice League, and that's how it's referenced now. Beyond the bubble, maybe you could call me wrong. That's fine. That's my opinion. I think it's beyond the Snyder Cut fans.
I mean, it's gonna be that no matter what. I mean, it's just like Battinson and Batfleck.
Yeah. But no one wants to see Hilary Swank. I would love to see Hilary Swank come in. I didn't actually see. I have to see this movie first. That's the one karate
movie. I thought this was just gonna be on Cobra Kai.
Yeah, Cobra Kai.
Well, yes, but she did a movie.
She did a movie, The Next Karate Kid.
Yeah, and I didn't see that, so I want to
see it. By the way, it's a horrible movie.
I did see it, and it's got birds.
It's not good. It's not good.
There's white birds. They're on the roof.
Jesus Christ. Wow, Brian, Jesus, what?
Dude, I just ordered some freaking Popeyes. It's gonna take 79 to 89 minutes.
For Popeyes?
For Popeyes.
It's the holidays. It's the holidays.
Yeah, it is the holidays.
No, it's all good, dude. We got hammered with online orders today, dude. The first order of the day was 20 cheesesteaks.
Wow.
I was like,
That's-
holy shit.
that's
All right,
awesome.
cool.
Did you say 20 cheesecakes?
Steaks.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good. How long? How big are they?
They were regular size, thankfully.
Oh.
I had ran out
There
of
you
bread
go.
otherwise.
It must have been hey, you got a lot of money for that, right? So
Okay. I will see the next Karate Kid. Karate Kid 2010.
Don't
I
move-
actually
don't
like
move-
I actually like the 2010 version.
The one with Jackie
It's-
Chan wasn't too bad.
It's right up there with Crawl.
Oh God, no! Let's not, no, let's not do that one again. That was a horrible movie. I was like, how the hell did you fell asleep during that movie? I know you did.
Hans, it's just, I accept your criticism of me.
Are you
It's very light. I don't use it all the time.
Well, I don't think
it's
this
an
is like
it's an easy differential that you could describe the two. Should I just it honestly?
It's like
it's
2016.
It's laziness. Justice League, Joss Whedon version, or Zack Snyder's Justice League. You know, it's just whatever. Okay,
Well,
I will say
slang.
I will say Josh Whedon's Justice League for you, Hans. I will say that from now on. Does that make it better?
I will hold you to that, Max.
I'll
be on you for that.
You know what? I actually like it. I don't like it as much as Zack Snyder's Justice League, but I watched it all the time until Zack Snyder's Justice League came out. So there. You think I'm a hater?
Wow.
I'm not a hater. I own it. I bought multiple
I
versions.
actually own it too. I own it.
Yeah, I have it on
Joss
Steelbook
Whedon's crappy
because-
movie. I do own it. Yes.
Because it's still a movie I like. I just know it could be better. You know, that's all. That's all it is. I still enjoy it.
This is the last time I'm going to see these guys in a film.
Yeah.
That's
There
why
was
I bought
there's some stuff that I thought was pretty funny in Joss Whedon's version.
there was. But
Yeah, there's some lines that I like that are taken away. There's also some great cyborg stuff in there that I like.
You got some motorboat going on in there. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that he added. So
Yeah.
you know.
All right, so no one's up for not there. We have mixed results for this.
I don't need to see.
I
it
think
again,
Cobra
but,
Kai's
you know,
I think
would
Cobra
say
Kai's
it's
ending
worth a
pretty
watch.
soon, to be honest.
No, really?
Yeah, I
There's
think
more
it has at least like 1 or 2 more seasons in it. I think it's done.
yeah, they're getting the
Oh, Cobra Kai is
over.
pulling at straws. They're like, who can we bring back?
Yeah, I feel like
Silver.
it's approaching the end. I think it has
After
maybe more seasons.
After Terry Silver, who's next? After Terry Silver and who's next? Like that.
You want a link, Justin? I'll give you a link. I don't know. What was I saying? Oh, Cobra Kai is more popular now than ever since it made the jump from YouTube Red to Netflix.
Yeah, but they're getting all the old villains back in the first.
Well, I mean,
few.
they're running out of narrative.
Yeah, that too.
So
I mean,
that's the big problem with it. You know, I mean, when they started doing High School Musical, and they turned Karate Kid into High School Musical, I was like, nah, I'm kind of done.
Well, I'll wait and see how this season goes, and then I'll let you know if I think it has legs.
when's the season? Is it next week?
It's coming
Right?
out.
Hayden,
coming out soon.
If they get to 10 seasons, which they would be syndicated, if they get to 10 seasons, I would be shocked.
That's for Netflix. That's because Netflix has a tendency to cut shows short. So 10 seasons would be pretty good on Netflix. I mean,
Josh likes the next Karate Kid, and Jeffrey says so. Spider-Man end credit scene. How about Hawkeye? finale?
Yeah, Jeffrey just wants to talk about Marvel. He just wants to talk about
Yeah,
Marvel.
Hawkeye did not. I stopped the first episode. I was like, no, this sucks.
I loved it.
That's a shame.
I couldn't get past. It was
back
just
up,
too
you probably
boring.
like it.
The story didn't go anywhere, and it didn't intrigue me enough. I went to watching The Witcher, and that was better.
Witcher is much better. Witcher is
with
better
the
than
Spider-Man
Hawkeye.
end credit scene, it was lazy. I didn't like the dialogue with they had with himself. You know, I thought it was very kind of disconnecting, and who cares? And when he got fucking whisked away or whatever to his universe, that little blob of venom should have gotten disappeared as well, because it's part of the symbiote. So there's no way to separate it and keep one into the universe. And
I think that was weak storytelling.
It was
honestly,
weak.
Myself.
It was very weak.
Yeah.
They introduced the concept at the end of.
They just wanted to tease us with the Tom Hardy Venom. That's all it was.
cheap.
Although nothing's perfect either, though. We got to be real. There's always plot holes everywhere.
Yes.
Well,
but,
nothing's
you know, Way
perfect, but
Home
I mean,
was-
you got to hold
was-
people. You got to hold these writers, the creatives, to higher standards. You know,
Hey,
I mean, we have a
Justin.
plethora of like
No,
good
it did what
content
it-
from like the 80s.
It
and-
set out what
and-
it
and
accomplished
before
to
that.
set out, though. Like that's the whole thing.
It was just like, how do we do this? I don't care. Because I mean, at the end of
I've seen
Carnage,
lazier writing, man.
Yeah, there's lazy, and we should not reward lazy. That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
just
Everybody's
saying.
just like,
Wait a minute. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about Cobra Kai, but since you brought up Spider-Man No Way Home for some reason, I must have missed part of that
Well,
conversation.
that was kind of the whole topic of the show. We just happened to be talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind then. Carry on.
No, I want to hear.
so
what you
yeah,
have
no,
to
I
say,
think
Justin.
Cobra Kai exists in the Spider-Verse. So yeah, there you have it.
If that's the case, I'm all for it. But but they cannot cross
The
over
Kingpin.
into that.
I think Ralph Macchio is going to be the next Spider-Man.
No, Kingpin can take over. Cobra Kai.
No.
I think Brian's on
The
board.
Spider-Man
Let's
can't
go.
come into Cobra Kai. You can have Johnny Lawrence and kick bad guys' asses
Johnny
with
Lawrence would be
karate
an
in
excellent
the
Venom.
MCU if you want, but
Johnny Lawrence
I
would be an
don't think it
excellent
would
Venom.
work vice versa, because that means Spider-Man just ties up John Kreese forever in a web, and then that's the end of the show. That's it.
H
Yeah,
Sports
it wouldn't
100 says RJ. They said it's gonna probably go to season 6.
Isn't it on
They-
season
they
4
have-
right now?
Yeah,
Four,
they
yeah.
have
On season
plans
4,
to
yes.
season
That's what I'm saying.
6.
Like that's like I said, though, 1 or 2 more seasons, and I think it's done.
That doesn't mean it's done. It means that they have plans for season 6, and they'll see how it goes.
That's pretty good for Netflix.
I read they actually have some plans for some spin-offs of Cobra Kai. So even
yeah,
when
I
it
would
finishes,
say-
they're going to do
6
spin-offs.
seasons on Netflix is an accomplishment because Netflix tends to cut
Thank
seasons
you, H.
series
I got an
so
insider
short.
that told me Cobra Kai is going to have.
But it's okay. They started on YouTube Red or YouTube,
Yeah,
whatever,
YouTube
and
Red.
they have
I'm sorry,
3
it
seasons
was an
already, so
interesting
they'll have
concept.
3 more seasons with a Netflix.
All this stemmed from
officially.
a YouTube video where they introduced the concept of Daniel being the bad guy, and they were like, well, shit, we got our fucking story right there, and it was an interesting take, and the first season was really good. It was intriguing. Second season kind of loose. Third season more loose, and we'll see where we are in the fourth.
If you watch,
Were you
watch
the
How I Met
one-
Your Mother.
Hold on a second. Were you the one who called Cobra Kai High School Musical?
High School Musical, yes, because they were all at the end when homeboy, when Blue Beetle, the guy playing Zolo, when he fell and broke his back or
Blue
whatever.
Beetle?
Yeah, because he's playing.
He is Blue Beetle.
He's playing Blue Beetle, yeah.
Oh, he's going to. Okay. You know what? I will level with you, though, and just say that with season 3, I think they needed more of this guy, Wheelchair Miguel. He's my favorite character.
Well, that's him. That's Zolo.
He just
No,
more
Miguel,
Wheelchair Miguel, because it was the most interesting part of season 3, and they rushed it too quickly. That's like, okay, first day of school, your back broken, that crap,
Well,
and
yeah.
then
Yeah, no,
and then you just recover
rush-
so
Those
quickly.
kids are being
Okay,
juvie.
so very similarly, and this is on topic for Max. They rushed the shit out of Spider-Man at the beginning. They were like, "Oh, hey, look at all this controversy that you have. We're going to clean this up in about 5 minutes, and then we're going to move on to the story we want to tell with Toby and Andrew and the villains." But he was in this. He had all this. Legality and things that he had to sort of kind of go through and popular or what is it? The status quo, looking at him as a menace or whatever. And it was all just kind of summed up, and it was like, okay, we're cool now. And let's go. And it's the same thing with the Cobra Kai thing, like Justin just mentioned, that, they rush through to get to this other thing that they want to get to. And the story suffers because of bad writing, because of bad writing.
The specific thing that I had an issue with was how can you possibly compare this stupid bullshit Disney Channel original movie to something as great as Cobra Kai, especially
because
the
they were
first season.
dancing in the school.
They are not dancing.
They were the fight. That fight was a
Dancing.
fucking dance. Every single person was dancing with their partner, and the camera was whisking around. They did the same thing at Daniel LaRusso's house when they were fighting in
You're
his
trolling.
house.
You're
and
trolling.
It was like,
You're ridiculous. No,
it was completely stupid. I'm sorry. It totally took me out of it. It's like, okay, you guys are just jumping around.
You know what confused me about Cobra Kai? How's kids are not in juvie?
We'll see what happens because Robbie went to jail.
Just Robbie.
Go to jail too.
Yeah, all the other kids should go to jail too. Not just Robbie. I agree. Like, seriously.
Robbie already served his time. He's fine.
Yeah, Robbie's fine, but the other kids should have been in prison.
And I'm sorry, but LaRusso's daughter's a dick.
Yeah.
Who is?
LaRusso's daughter.
Sam?
Sam, yeah.
That's her name.
Why is she a dick?
I like Sam.
Some people think Sam is the true villain of Cobra Kai.
There is no. I mean, she gets away with so much shit. The way she treats people. Fuck that.
Like what?
Oh, dude, I'd have to come back and give you specifics because I haven't watched the show in such a fucking long time. But yes, no, she is definitely.
I'd be interested to hear that.
Definitely not a good person.
That's actually not the first time I've heard it. I heard it in my comment section, and that was after season 2, and I asked like, "All right, why do you think that?" They're like, "Okay, tell me first," and I was like, "No, you brought it up.
No, you bring it up. Yeah. But I'm making a statement.
I was like,
how she treated
never got an answer.
How she treated homeboy Zolo, and then how she treated Lawrence's son.
Oh yeah. The 13 reasons why.
What is this article?
Miscommunication.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
People watch that stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
That's Danny DeVito in it.
They're finally ending
years ago.
Everybody talks about this stupid show, and I don't.
So
Really?
they're resurrecting the Penguin, and he'll be returning.
Well, should I give it a shot? Should I give the show a shot?
No.
There he is.
Sure, why not? Watch what you want to watch.
16 seasons,
Okay.
15 seasons.
That's a nice answer, but my personal recommendation is probably not, because people say like, "Oh, watch it from episode 1," and I'm like, if I'm not into it by like the second or third episode, I'm done. And then like, "Oh, so people like skip to season 2, but you'll miss context from season 1."
Opposite of woke. Cobra Kai is not woke. That is the complete opposite. Roosevelt Cavazos.
No. You made a mistake. He said Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai.
I'm sorry.
Woke. I am not aware of this show. So
I don't know about
Cobra Kai. Yeah.
Is it a show?
Yeah, no. What is it?
It's a parody.
Was it Eagle Fang? No, they were woke.
Eagle Fang. Yeah.
Oh, for Johnny
What?
Storm.
Why?
Okay,
See,
so
now
talking
I know
about
you're trolling here.
Oh, I want to say
I'm
something real quick,
trolling
Max.
now. Yes, I'm trolling now. But
I've
yeah,
lost
Sam
control of the
sucks.
show. I've lost control.
Well, I want to say something real quick.
Look, I'm very sorry. I only wanted to talk about Cobra Kai, and I had a problem with it being compared to High School Musical.
I understand.
Hey, go watch the scene again. They're dancing in the school. That's all it is.
You know what? It's called choreography.
But the choreography and yes, fighting is sort of a dance, but this is just.
What's wrong with High School Musical?
Everything. For
High School
one,
Musical
the
is not a
singing.
karate movie.
I don't believe that people just randomly burst out into song and dance.
I think the next High School Musical they should
you've
have
never
karate.
seen a Disney movie.
I think they should join
I
Cobra
don't
Kai.
like
It
Disney
should be a
movies.
High School.
crossover.
We should reboot High School Musical on Disney Plus.
That's why I
No,
hated
if
the
I'm
end of
going
Hawkeye.
to see people be ridiculous,
Can we talk about the end? Can we talk about the end of Hawkeye?
Oh,
I didn't get that far.
Can we talk about the end of Hawkeye? Is spoiler talk okay, everyone?
Well, Ryan didn't finish it, so
I'm not gonna finish it.
I don't think he cares to
you're
finish
good.
it, so we're free.
Well,
for
we
spoilers.
all kind of know about Kingpin, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
what they
they
made
made
him
him
fat,
fat, yeah.
They put him in a Hawaiian.
So
shirt.
I wanted to give an update to everybody on Kingpin. Vincent D'Onofrio did some interviews, and he announced that it is the exact same version from the Daredevil series.
He just
There's
ate
nothing.
okay.
now I
said that.
understand the anti-SJWs are gonna say that Kate Bishop cannot go toe-to-toe with Kingpin, and I do not know how to feel about this because I have to be fair. I think ladies can go toe-to-toe with villains, but if you're talking about the same Kingpin that's in Daredevil, he is extremely violent and he is not going to care. Do you think he would care if it was a woman?
But the thing is he's now been Disneyfied, so his balls have been cut off.
Well, I have to say, I still enjoyed it, but saying it's the exact same Kingpin, I'm kind of like, man, I hate when you give the anti-SJWs a win because I could easily see them tearing.
Well, I just wanted to tell you that because he answered the question: is Daredevil canonical to the MCU? And he announced when he signed on, they told him, "You are playing the exact same character. It's been 5 years, and what happened to your character was that due to the blip, Criminal Empire was impacted.
Yeah,
and now you're trying to get it back.
Fact right here. It was the coin flick trick, man.
Yeah. That's how she wanted.
That's
she was
how
getting,
she beat him. She didn't.
She was getting destroyed. She was getting destroyed.
Tails.
All right, spoilers here. He did actually just get hit by a car. So.
Well, yeah, he actually talked about that. His
got hit by a car. Yeah.
He said his Kingpin's much more stronger than he was in the Daredevil show. That obviously something happened to him to where he has increased strength and durability, but we don't know what happened to him to get that.
Well, he got a bigger suit.
Oh, Tony has a great point here.
He took the serum from freaking the Falcon Winter Soldier, man.
Yeah,
probably.
Tony,
yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
I need you on another
Kate
live
goes
stream.
Kate.
But he wanted to manipulate. He needed her alive to manipulate.
No, he was going to kill her.
Yes.
He was going to kill her. What? He was going to kill her. He was going to kill her mother for going against her.
No, they can't kill him.
Can I just say though that Vincent D'Onofrio's performance was so good? Like he still hasn't lost a beat. He was still just as menacing as crazy he was.
It makes
Kingpin
me want
is
to go
not
watch
dead.
the Daredevil series.
Kingpin is not dead. People, if you want to know, Kingpin is not dead.
Well, of course he's
It's
not
a
dead. It's
fantastic
nothing.
film.
Yeah.
With Woody Harrelson and Randy Quaid.
No, RJ,
Yes,
they saw
Kingpin's
people.
great.
I watched that last night.
Oh, you did? That was
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And
Bigger and the Kraken. Yes.
The Kraken.
I thought it was Woody
guys ever
Harrelson
seen
and Bill Murray.
Bill
Are we
Murray,
still
yeah.
talking
Bill
about
Murray.
Kingpin?
No, Bill Murray's in there too.
Bill Murray, dude.
Well,
that
well,
was bigger.
Here's an article. Vincent D'Onofrio wants to continue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he is. Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
He is.
So,
I want him to be as big as he was in Into the Snyderverse. I mean, Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
But
That's
that's
Freudian slip. Somebody's going to get upset. Why do you call it Into the Snyderverse?
but
it's
they're
Into the Spider-Verse.
You know what? You know what? I am sick and tired of this damn Snyderverse talk.
Justin, we need your thoughts though. What do you think about Michael Keaton replacing Ben Affleck in the universe? Is the Snyderverse dead now, Justin?
I don't care.
That's about where I'm at, dude.
I don't care.
Well, there you go. There you go.
You know what? I don't even like Tim Burton
problems.
movies. I love Michael Keaton, but my hatred of Tim Burton and everything that he does trumps. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, if I see a Tim Burton movie that I like and that's not stop motion, I'll give you a call. But I have to see Batman '89, and that would conflict my my idea of I don't like Tim Burton. But maybe
actually Batman '89
maybe I
is
could
the
be
most
wrong.
non-Tim Burton movie that he's made.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe I'll.
Everything else is
because I've seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh yeah,
that
I've
sucks.
seen-
Awful.
You gotta
I've
watch
seen-
Ed Wood. You've got to
Oh,
watch
yeah.
Ed Wood. Ed Wood is one of the best movies ever made. That's a Tim Burton movie. It still has that Tim Burtonisms, but it's a really good movie.
pretentious. Not you.
Ed
but
Wood's pretentious? Come on.
I don't.
RJ's pretentious.
I am a little bit,
time
yeah.
ago, and I was forced to see it in film school, and I was just like, I'm not dealing with this right
So,
now. And
talking
also
about
all
Michael
the
Keaton-
Oh, now we're
ugly
talking about it.
looking
Oh,
stop
boy. Here we
motion
go.
Here we
that he
go.
does, Nightmare Before
Here
Christmas.
we go.
No, thank you. But
Here we go.
this
Now I gotta fight Max.
could be good.
Okay.
Fight
No.
Max.
he appears.
But look
to
at
be
the
in
article.
HBO's
Appears to be. Look at the article.
Well, no.
Appears.
Even if
Max,
they
I
want,
didn't know you had a Batgirl too.
yeah.
Really? Come on.
Well,
Come on,
well,
guys.
Max
Come on,
kind
guys.
of Max kind of picked a fan
Come
website.
on, you assholes.
IGN.
That was
The
good.
grass. You
Well,
like
what's
it
the
for
right?
Phil?
Really, what does Egan have to say?
Well, even
Well, here's the thing, Max. You did pick
Oh my
IGN, but Variety and the Hollywood Reporter said it's confirmed. Like he will.
Yeah, but I wanna
okay,
go-
Variety
I wanna
is a
go-
piece of shit magazine.
I
Let's
wanna
go
go-
with the Hollywood Reporter.
I want to go to legit sites like IGN. Michael
Like-
Keaton.
Hollywood Reporter isn't legit.
IGN doesn't break
Hollywood
news.
Reporter
But
is
also,
legit.
didn't we-
Yeah,
didn't
IGN
we-
doesn't
know
break
that
news.
line.
Hollywood Reporter is a Hollywood trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's the same. It's the same.
Variety is a tabloid.
Wasn't he
It's the-
confirmed in another movie too that was in the DCEU?
Yes, he's in Morbius, and he's in.
Okay, so why is this a big deal?
It's not a big deal for everyone. It's a big deal to people who want the Snyderverse to continue.
He's getting money.
It's a big deal for the Snyderverse. Why? Michael Keaton wasn't in that.
Because this could impede the Snyderverse continuing because it seems like Ben Affleck will not come back.
Shit.
See,
Why can't
Justin is a perfect example of what I've been trying to talk about.
Justin,
what are you trying to
people
talk
don't
about, Ryan?
No, what I'm saying is people don't give a flying F about this stuff anymore.
No, because you can have, if No Way Home is proved to us anything, you can have two existing universes at the same time.
That's the point Max was trying to
everyone
make,
can be happy.
Well, yeah.
Why does it that we need one canon and one canon only? Why can't we have two different ones?
Oh my God!
Everyone
You could.
be happy.
You could if the studio's interested in that, but they have no interest in that.
They tried that with
Because
Star
they're
Trek and
idiots.
failed
They've
miserably.
always been idiots. They've always been at least 5 years behind the trend. They don't listen to fans. They have a history of that. And why can't you just make movies for fun? And that's what pisses me off. And you know what? You talked about anti-SJWs. You know, the reason why they exist is because you use these pre-existing franchises to push an agenda instead of entertaining people. So why not just give the fans everything that they want, and you will be happy, and your wallets will be padded. You'll be able to give your children Christmas gifts and grandchildren, and everyone will be happy. Just make movies to entertain, and it's all fictional. It's all for fun. Why so serious? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why is RJ so serious that it's not going to happen?
I'm not saying it's not
going to. You all seem to be very happy about something specific that I said. Why can't these two canons come?
Yes, because it's kind of what they wanted to hear.
Well, no, you don't know what's going to happen.
That was the point
and
Max was trying to make earlier.
It just because Ben Affleck said no to one. Ben Affleck said no to one thing doesn't mean he's not going to do another, and doesn't mean he's going to do another thing. We just don't know. We don't know. We're not Ben Affleck, are we?
Yeah, well, my point standing, though, is that theatrically...
Maybe he didn't want to be in Batgirl. Mind blown. Maybe he didn't want to be in Batgirl.
Well, here's a mind-blowing moment, too. What if he said no to everything? What if he doesn't want to come back at all?
That's very possible. Maybe he only wants to come back if he does the right thing. Like he doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be Batman forever. Maybe WB wants him to do that for multiple reasons. Maybe they want him to be a Batgirl so people will shut up about him coming back for a Snyderverse thing. You don't know. There's all kinds up in the air.
I completely agree with Justin on this. I completely agree, which is why I'm gonna change my tune. F it. Just let everybody have whatever it is that they want. That's all that matters. If you can give everybody everything, you could have multiple universes. The multiverses exist in both of these comic book franchises.
Yes, no,
it's not a big deal.
Everybody should have what they want. In a perfect world, everybody should have what they want. I 100% agree with that. That should be the reality of the situation.
Not everyone is going to have everything that they want. That's not what I'm trying to say. But if you have two universes that work, or multiple universes that work, you should be able to continue them with the freedom that you have established. You know,
and there ain't nothing wrong with that, Will. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh, she's fucked in the head.
Yeah, but Ben's lucky, man.
She is fucked in the head, dude. She's weird.
Oh my God!
No, she was hot back when she was a fly girl, but
you've lost your mind. Bad take of the night, Brad.
Dude,
she still looks good for.
Did you see Ben with his hand on the boat? He was.
No, I'm not saying she hadn't taken care of her body. I'm saying she's fucked in the head. Oh. No, she has a nice body. I mean
she was married to A-Rod there for a while.
I could make a joke there, but what do you mean?
It was an asshole.
All right.
Nah, she's just.
Well, here's the thing, though, Murdoch J. I do like. Listen, people can spend their money however they want to, but I do think it is kind of overboard to say you're going to walk out of the theater and boycott everything. Like, wait until you see what actually happens first.
He's allowed to
Don't
say
boycott
that, even
now.
if that's his take. He's allowed to say whatever he wants to say. Who cares?
No, I literally just said and explained to Murdoch J. I do kind of agree with them where I feel like boycotting can be an issue. You know,
well, yeah, I don't agree with boycotting. I mean, I'm like,
no, but I mean, that's still his right to do what he wants.
You can spend your money however the hell you want, and you can not spend your money however the hell you want.
If he's actually going to do that, fine. You gave him your money, though. Whatever.
But I'm not saying, hey, you know what?
I wouldn't do that.
Band together and all make a point by either buying something or not buying something.
Now this person Degrassi Knowles, and first off, I hate Beyonce, and second, I hate Degrassi, except for the part where Drake got shot. But no, I'm kidding. But no, I've never watched it. But if they gave the fans exactly what they wanted, the fans would just complain that it's fan service. What are the fans? Who were you talking about? What fans, and what do they stand for? What do they want? Complaining that they got the very thing they said they wanted. Well, that's also just like a fan. It seems like you hate fans, and what it's coming across as, and I could be wrong, that you are just saying like, oh, F it. It seems like you're very tired and just done with everything, with fans complaining. I think you should get off of Twitter, first off. And second, complaining they got the very thing they said they wanted. Just because you give a result, it doesn't mean the way that it was done was ethical. Okay. I think that's the difference there.
Well, I can understand, though, to where it's also a
I'm not trying to burn you, by the way, Degrassi Knowles, if you are a real person. I imagine you are.
Yeah, I like
but I'm sorry, but, I'm just,
Well, I was just going to say, I understand, though. I understand, though, people are
confused as to why.
Basically, everyone complains about everything anymore.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like
every fan's different, but what are you? If you there has to be some people who don't just interact with people in LA.
Well, I'm just saying, with regards to our fandom, it's been exhausting.
Motherfucker.
It's been exhausting.
No. He's just getting
so I do understand.
I'm not joking. I'm picking apart your argument and also making fun of your name, but at the same time, if you're not going to take what I say seriously, because I am taking your question seriously, then fuck off. If you're not going to take this conversation seriously, what's the point of me even addressing you? I am being serious.
I think Brian was trying to make a point.
Let me kind of.
I'm sorry, but yeah.
No, let me counter your argument. Okay. Me personally, I've been tired of fandom because it gets stupid after a while.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm sorry. It gets to a point where you have to disengage. You have to do something else. Like, dude, I'm doing food streams, man. I talk about breakfast food for an hour. Okay. I didn't nowhere in there. I mean, for a little bit we talked about Spider-Man, but that was about it. Like, I'm tired of talking about nerd shit too. Like, it gets exhausting after a while because everybody's got a damn opinion. People try to stifle you. It's like, nah, dude, it's ridiculous. And half the time you got to, beat around the bush or tread on eggshells around certain people. And then you got friends fighting against other friends. It just gets to be to the point where you don't want to do it anymore. Yeah. So, I mean, I can understand where somebody who's been involved with, especially around the Snyder fandom, could just be so tired of things where I've been tired of this stuff since June.
Yeah, but we all have to accept our own participation.
That's why I wanted to ask you.
No, I get it, man. I've thrown gas in the fire. I've poked the bear. Yeah, I'm just saying,
telling people what they should do. That's where you're like, why are they jumping back at me? Telling people what to do.
No, and I accepted that.
Who's telling people what to do though?
I did. I told them to get over the Snyderverse and move on with their lives. I mean, I shouldn't have said it apparently, but I'm just saying, I get it, and I also understand.
That's like saying someone, a hardcore Star Trek fan, stop talking about Star Trek.
I know that. I did stop talking about Star Trek for a long time, dude. I'm a sports fan. Okay, have you ever experienced
here we go
failure in sports?
Well, here's what I was going to ask Brian though. Well, I wanted to ask you this, Brian, because I would love your insight on this. Is it the fault of the fandom as a whole, or the specific individuals that are acting immature?
It's
everyone's fault.
It's on the individual because individuals watch our content. Okay. So it depends on how you take it. We've got people who can't handle any negative talk about Tobey Maguire. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
We know who those people are.
So much to the point where I don't even want to talk about it
Brian,
anymore.
he's gonna
because I
show up
feel
now.
I can't get my point across.
What happened?
Well,
Toby
and
did
those
what?
kind of fans who are so
But
so
see, that's what I'm
sensitive
talking
that they
about.
can't
I'm sick and
handle
tired of
it.
those
You
fans.
ignore them and you filter them out, and then
Yes.
you just take
Exactly.
whatever actual feedback that you can take and just do your own thing with it. And if it doesn't work, it's fine. But then when you have something that is very much an IP that doesn't have
Polarizing.
multiple universes, therein lies the problem. But you'll have something like Cobra Kai that just embraces all those problems and makes it better. How do you make those better? And maybe just maybe the Mandalorian can somehow justify The Last Jedi's existence, and that's very controversial to say to people in my circles. So, and the fact that I'm as optimistic as I am about it, hopefully that says something to the people who are watching that hate me for not even knowing me because they're that judgmental. It's like certain fandoms, if you will.
Yeah, this is
It's
great
kind of like
conversation.
what we were talking about.
But I have to cut it a little short because I have plans with Brian to donate the funds from we're donating to Wounded Warrior and Make a Wish.
I could bear witness.
Yeah, so for my last months of revenue from YouTube. So I do want to get that done. I don't want to procrastinate. I don't like it sitting in my bank account. So we'll do our final thoughts here. I had a few more articles, but we'll just end it here. Anything you're working on this week, Justin? Or are you taking some time off for the holidays? Or
I just released a stream that was about Jingle All the Way 2, and oh my god, it makes The Last Jedi look like a masterpiece.
Yeah,
and some people would say it would. Yeah, there is a sequel, and it's
Who started it?
Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh no!
It's on Disney Plus, and
Were there any
God,
cameos?
it is. I have never been so angry by watching a movie, and honestly, this was pleasant.
Justin, were there any cameos from any of the other any of the characters from the previous film?
Had nothing to do with
Sinbad wasn't in it?
No.
Oh.
Sounds riveting.
Not even Bill Engvall.
Brian, when's the next Master of Noms?
Hopefully next Wednesday.
Master of Noms.
If I don't come home pissed off next Wednesday, but it depends on what the world gives me,
Well, it's
Zod,
been constant negativity for a month, so don't blame you.
When's the next live from the couch where you throw heat out to the?
There's not going to be another live from the couch this year. I think I'm done with live from the couch for the year, but I do have late night Q&A with Zod Rider coming up, and you're my next guest, so
Yes,
that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, I look forward to it. RJ, we need more streams on your channel, man. We great content.
I got a stream planned for the 26th. It's going to be a discussion about the future of Spider-Man cinematically. And then
I like that.
Yeah, it should be a fun stream. And again, thank you, Max, for having me. F you though. You don't know anything.
That's fine. That's fine. Neither. As long as you realize you don't either. I'm fine with that.
I know everything. No,
you and Matt know very little. You act like you do.
Why are you gripping me with Matt though? I'm not even like in the same boat as him on this.
Because you collaborate. You're together. I saw that stream the other day. I was pissed off. I wasn't really angry. I was just gonna do a response video.
What did I say that was so bad on that stream?
I'll save it for another video. Aaron.
Okay.
I'm just having fun, RJ. I'm having fun,
Okay.
RJ.
I'm
having fun. I'm not actually mad. Listen, I used to be mad. I'm not mad much anymore.
You're not Mad Max. You're movie madness. Max.
I just don't want to change my name. I don't want to change
Max.
Aaron.
That sounds like a Metamucil.
He's like, let's move the fuck on, Max.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's move the F on. Aaron, World Order. Thank you for joining the show. You've been busy doing content. What's your plans? You make a good time
two streams in the next few days. One's tomorrow in the afternoon. It's about Amazing Spider-Man 3. If fans want it, do I want it? I'm gonna say right here a little preview. Yes, I do want it. But so I'm going to talk about it tomorrow, and I think it's Sunday I think I'm going to move it to Sunday. Hawkeye episode 6 review. I count it as a season finale review because I'm not sure if they're planning for a season 2. So that's why right now it's a season finale because they haven't really confirmed if it's a series finale.
Okay. Ryan, thank you for joining us. I missed you, brother. I've been wanting to get on the 4 Nerds soon. I know you guys are taking a break.
Okay, we did. Cool. We took a break this week, so we'll be back next week. Though.
You're a lot of family dudes.
Part of a year in. Yeah, everybody's doing their own thing, and it's kind of hard to collab and get on. So we're just gonna do something next week on Thursday. So check us out. It'll be dope.
Cool. All right.
I was going to say real quick, by the way, the stream will be, like I said, on the 26th, the day after Christmas in the afternoon. Everyone's invited, everybody. Cool. So, I believe I scheduled it for... Huh?
Thank you, RJ, for saying everybody's invited. That's really
everybody's invited. It's at 4:30 p.m. EST, so it's a little early in the afternoon, but I know it's Christmas time, so people don't show up, I understand. But
And Ryan Zeverfett, please give our love to Matt. We miss Matt. I know he's a busy young dude.
Oh yeah, he's doing his thing.
Is he still in love?
Oh yes, for the moment he is. He is still head over heels. He's got that spring fever.
Just like Ben Affleck and J-Lo. Man, I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm really rethink our friendship over that J-Lo comment.
I'm sorry, dude. I mean, yes, she's hot. She's like I said, when she was a fly girl, that was.
She is still a fly girl.
She's good looking. She's just fucked up in the head. So
all right.
I feel bad for Ben.
Wait, Max. I do have one more thing to plug, if I may. It's not my channel; it's somebody else's. But you know a guy named Tim Possible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone likes him here. Is he a friend?
Yes.
I've heard of him. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been on the stream with him once.
Yeah, he's been doing a bunch of Harry Potter streams. We just did one last night, and it was one of the most fun panels I've ever been a part of. So go ahead and check that out. And if you got time on your hands, skim through to all the parts where I make jokes. No, I'm kidding. No, but seriously, it was a good time. And we might congregate next Wednesday, but other than that, I'm going to be off the grid for a while. So take care and be well if I don't see you guys again.
Sure.
Until next year.
I'm going to be busy. I'm doing a lot of content because we're canceled our family gatherings because unfortunately my niece has the Omicron.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
Oh, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry to hear that.
Terrible.
Yeah. So we're not really, and my mother has to be very careful. So I'll probably be streaming.
Real quick before we end the stream, though, you guys got any plans for Christmas? You guys got anything fun at all next couple of days?
Let's go around the panel.
I don't even get off this year. Like I have to work tomorrow.
You don't get Christmas off?
I don't get Christmas off either.
It's on a Saturday.
Yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't get any.
Who do you work
off.
for, Scrooge?
Well,
yes.
Well,
Bill Murray Scrooge.
It's complicated. We do get like a floating holiday, but then everyone called it off, and I didn't realize it was a floater, so I have to wait to take my time off.
We got a floater.
Are you paid time and a half or something like that?
What is it?
If I work Saturday,
what does a floater mean? What does a floater mean?
If it's a holiday that everyone usually gets, like Christmas, and it's on a weekend, and you're scheduled the day before, they'll give you like a day you can use. They give you that time that you can use another time in the future. But we also have limited staff near the holidays, so first come, first serve. And I didn't realize till last moment that I had to actually put in for Friday to get it off because it was on Saturday. I wasn't paying attention.
And as you can see here, we have a major paradox.
Yeah. I'm gonna go see my dad. It's gonna be cool.
Oh, that's good, Brian. That's good, Brian. Yeah, reach out to someone you haven't talked to in a while.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go visit my parents. I'm gonna go visit my parents. Sorry, RJ, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good, Zod. You're good. Glad you're visiting your family.
And that's the thing. The one thing that I think we can all agree on is whether you love or hate a movie, whether it be The Matrix, whether you think incorrectly that High School Musical is comparative to Cobra Kai. I know, Ryan, that was for you. Or if you love or hate the Snyderverse, the one thing that we can agree on is why would we waste moments of our valuable time, hours, which if you add that up with each person, equates to. And I'm quoting Roger Ebert, paraphrasing, it equates to years, decades, even centuries of the human race being wasted and gone forever. Why would you waste your time on that instead of spending that time with advancing technology or doing better things in your job, or spending time especially with your loved ones, your family, your friends, and everyone that you hold near and dear to your heart? Go do that instead, especially during this time. That's all.
Thank you, Justin.
That's my cheesy, shitty thing.
No, that's all you're saying. No, tomorrow I have a yearly tradition where every Christmas Eve, it's just me, my dad, my mom, my brother, we sit around, watch Christmas movies, and we're gonna make a nice ham dinner with the good ones.
I'm not gonna watch the Christmas movies. I'm gonna watch extended editions of Lord of the Rings.
I'm gonna watch Elf.
I like Elf.
For me, it's probably, I don't know, this year I don't know. I might watch 8-Bit Christmas. Check out that one.
Oh, I do want to see that. That's a good time to see it. Yeah, I didn't see it yet.
Is it? Is it good?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna
I got a hearty
gamble on it.
Is it actually all in 8-bit, or is it like?
No, it's okay. Let me. I'm gonna shatter some glasses. It's Christmas Story, where they replace the Red Ryder BB gun with a Nintendo.
Pow pow.
Are you serious?
Okay. That's my.
That's
childhood.
8-Bit Christmas.
Never mind.
Yeah, for me, I'm probably gonna watch It's a Wonderful Life, and then Christmas Story.
That's a good Christmas movie.
How about I'm gonna watch Christmas Story for 24 hours? That would be worth it.
I'm gonna watch
probably
Die
some
Hard.
Peanuts,
Bye,
or like some
everyone.
Disney stuff.
All right,
bye everybody.
Peace and love, everybody.
I'm gonna watch Die Hard and Hawkeye. That's my new Christmas.
Yes,
Die Hard.
Yes.
Hell yeah! Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
I'm gonna watch that Netflix movie Don't Look Up, also on the weekend.
Oh wait, yippee-ki-yay.
I already watched Lampoon's Vacation or Christmas Vacation. So
that's such a great movie, Christmas Vacation.
You're all invited.
Chevy Chases, whatever.
Have a great holiday.
We're just filling in the time. You can end it whenever you want.
I know. I've been trying to end it for like 15 minutes. Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining. Have a
Bye.
great holiday.
Christmas.
Bye.
Goodbye.